being born as a woman does not make us small. To become a big person and to make a big change is not determined by gender. The only determination is only a strong willing and hardworking. I'm Misha Afiliskandar, the representative of State Senior High School Kalisat Jember. In this occasion, I would like to tell a story, The Brave and Honest Princess from Jember. In earlier times on the south coast of Jember, there lived a group of people who worked their fingers to the bone as fishermen. They lived happily in a fishing village known as Payangan. They were led by a village chief who was authoritative, firm, and wise. Under his leadership, the people lived happily, peacefully, and prosperously. However, the life of the chief and his wife seems incomplete without any presence of children in their life. They needed a king who will be able to rule the village. Days passed, years changed. Finally, the wife of the chief became pregnant. Everyone was contented. After 9 months of pregnancy, the wife of the chief gave birth to a beautiful daughter. She was so enchanted. Her black eyes were sparkling and her skin was delicate and fair. The chief and his wife were so fortunate and they named their beautiful daughter Jembarsari. The people welcomed Jembarsari happily. They set up a party and made celebrations to pray for her health and to ask for her safety and prosperity. Everybody in the village was so delighted by the party. Without them knowing, a group of pirates who had long desired to dominate and plunder the wealth of the village were around. The village was entirely surrounded by the pirates. The wise village chief then asked one of his guards to take the children, women, and the elderly to flee for their safety. Meanwhile, the men fought valiantly against the pirates. Unfortunately, the village was lost, and the village chief was defeated and died. "Hurry! Bring all women and children out of here! Run, run! Find a safe place near the river!" A few days later, the refugees arrived at a place near a long and big river known as Bedadung River. Near the river, there was a lake with a very clear water. They stopped and rested near the lake. They then agreed to settle down and started a new life there. The wife chief ordered her trusted bodyguard to find out information about her husband and the other residents. "Guard, get me some information about my husband. I'm so worried about him." "Sure thing, madam." Then the guard set out for the southern seacoast. A few days later, he came back and reported that the pirates have taken control of their village and no one had survived in the battle that night. I'm so sorry, madam. The pirates have taken the village and the chief, madam. Your husband is died, madam." "No, it can't be. He mustn't die. He will have no heart to leave me and my daughter." The chief's wife was caught up about her husband's death. She was devastated, crying for her husband, until a few weeks later, she fell ill and died. Jembarsari was then raised with love by the people who really loved her and respected her parents. She was also educated and trained with diverse knowledge such as martial arts, making medicines from roots and leaves, leadership, and so on. The people prepared Jembarsari to be a wise leader just like her father. With the various knowledge she has learned from many experts, Jembarsari has grown up very well. People analogize her as a Javanese tiger. Elegant, beautiful, gentle, a little shy but cannot be underestimated. At first, Jembarsari refused to be the chief, but the residents convinced her and finally she agreed to be the chief of her group. She became a great leader and was loved by her people. She was famous with her beauty and her intelligence in ruling the village. No wonder many men came to marry her. But she has always got ways to refuse them. She wanted to devote herself to the people so that she was not in a hurry to marry any man. She swore to the people that she will never fail them. One day, Princess Jembarsari and her female friends were spending time together on the edge of the lake. Then suddenly, a group of robbers appeared. The head of the robbers has fallen in love with Princess Jembarsari since a long time ago. Several times he has come to her and expressed his desire to marry Jembarsari. He also said that she will be given lots of treasure that he got from robbing if she ever wanted to marry him. Jembarsari, are you now ready to marry me? I'll give power and wealth. Long I have been waiting for you, Jembarsari. But Princess Jembarsari remains the same. She refused to marry him. My answer is the same, robber. I don't want to marry you. The head of the robbers became so angry to hear Jembarsari's answer. You're such a stubborn woman, said the head of the robbers angry. The head of the robbers has become very angry and attacked them. Jembarsari did not just stand still. She and her friends fought the robbers even though at the end, Princess Jembarsari died at the hands of the robbers. You'd better die, Jembarsari. If I don't own you, no one does. Ha 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 ha! Princess Jembarsari's death spread quickly throughout the village. Sadness covered the whole village. The people were mournful. They immediately buried Princess Jembarsari and her friends. During that time, a day filled with history was then marked by naming the village with Princess Jembarsari's nickname, Jember. Ladies and gentlemen, from the life story of Jembarsari, we can learn some important points of her life. First, she teaches us the meaning of tenacity, sincerity, and honesty in carrying out the mandate given to her. Power and wealth are so tempting. Do not let power and wealth weaken our purpose in carrying out the mandate. Second, to be a strong woman, we should imitate the struggle of Princess Jembarsari. As a woman, she is well educated. She has a good character, a hardworking person, and has a high dedication for the development of her people. Hopefully, this story provides a good example for all of us. I'm Michelle Afril Iskandar. Thank you for listening.